Hi Jackrabbits! Today's CAASPP video focuses on the test prep for the English portion of your CAASPP test. I know you've been putting in a lot of effort with your teachers, but we'd like to review a few key points to help you excel in your test and potentially have all your senior activities paid for.
Day 3, Performance Task. When you think, what is the performance task? Basically, it's a real-world reading and writing test. It's about taking everything you've learned up to this point and applying those skills just as you would in everyday life. Things you need to know about the performance task. Make sure to read all of the directions carefully so you know what is being asked of you. Know that there are multiple parts to each task. Make sure to review all of your writing strategies because you will be asked to write narrative, informational, and persuasive essays. Performance tasks usually have two parts. In the first part, you will read the source or text. These can be narrative stories or informational articles. Performance tasks usually have one of each. The second thing you'll have to do in part 1 of the performance task is answer questions to synthesize information from the source. First, you will answer questions in part 1 about your sources and then combine those answers to complete part 2 of the performance task. The final part will come in part 2 of the performance task. You will write to a prompt to integrate source information to write a narrative, informational, or persuasive essay. You will use both sources, you will use the answers from the questions in part 1, and you'll also add your own flair. Did you know all performance tasks have the same parts? The sooner you realize this, the better you will do. There will always be student directions, tasks, directions for beginning, research questions. In part 1, you will find your sources, questions, and in part 2, you will find your assignment and scoring. Navigating the performance task directions. When working on a performance task, there are 4 focus areas of importance. Number 1, the task. Number 2, the questions. And number 3, the assignment, which is where you will do your writing. And last, the scoring. The first focus area is the task. It introduces the topic, sets the purpose for the reading, provides the test-taking steps, global notes, or scratch paper if needed. Questions are in the second focus area. They will have very specific directions with specific sources. Some will also have multiple sources, and others will have charts with more than one answer. Focus area number 3 is your assignment, also your writing portion. In this portion, you will need to know the genre, your audience, the length, the topic, the required number of sources. You will also need to be able to navigate your writing spaces using the word processing tools like the highlighter, spell check, and expandable text boxes if needed. The fourth area of focus is scoring. You need to have a checklist. Ask yourself, do you have all the parts you need? Reflect on the quality of work you've done. Best of luck, Jackrabbits. I know you're going to do amazing.
Hey, have you been preparing for the ELA test?
Yeah, I've been reviewing some of the stuff we learned in class. How about you?
Same here. I think we'll do okay. I'm honestly just a little nervous about the essay part.
Oh yeah, the essays can be tricky, but I'm feeling pretty confident overall. We got this.